Welcome to Summertown High School and another exciting basketball season with the Summertown Eagles. Tonight, the Summertown Eagles host Webb School out of Bell Buckle, Tennessee. This is the first time that Summertown and Webb has saw action against one another in recent years. Bell Buckle has been in existence for several years over in around Marshall and Bedford County. Tonight, Summertown brings in an experienced basketball team. We're expecting great things out of this team. Coach Anita Odom is with us again this year, and she has an assistant. Phil Willards came over from Wayne County to be the assistant to Anita Odom this year at Summertown. Summertown returns a veteran lineup led by Vanessa Bailey. We're expecting all state honors out of Vanessa this year. It's according to how the ball team comes as to how many honors that come their way. Summertown always has Alicia Benefield, Jackie Garland, Lisa Pilkington, Gina Skinner, Shonda Foster, Tammy Marshall, Brandy McMullen, Anisha Mabry, Delana Burleson, Star Tungett, and Stephanie Davenport rounding out the squad for this Summertown Eagles. It's a veteran squad with a couple of freshmen threw in that had quite a bit of experience in the 8th grade ranks last year. It's just about game time. This Webb school has only 6 players on their squad. Meg Langston, Amy Brown, Mary Beth Harris, Beth Gilmore, Martha Bennett, and Christia Brown makes up the Webb school out of Bell Buckle. It's just about game time, and now we're about to have the national anthem from a Summertown High School band is present tonight. These basketball games on Channel 10 are brought to you by Fox Sporting Goods, D&D Grocery of Center, Marshall Grocery, Bypass Pools, Scott's Grocery, Community Bank and Trust of Summertown. We're proud to have these sponsors with us this year. And if you'd like to sponsor Summertown High School basketball, please give us a call and you'll certainly be welcome. We're about to have the introduction of the starting lineup or the national anthem. I'm not sure which is going to come first tonight. Michael Hester has the Summertown High School band all primed and ready. They've been playing. Sound good as normal here at this Eagles Nest. And now we'll stand, and the Summertown High Band has our national anthem. It's the best little band in the South in our national anthem before this first Summertown High School basketball game. And now the starting lineup for Webb School out of Bell Buckle. Number 22, Meg Langston. Number 14, Amy Brown. Number 54, Mary Beth Harris. Number 24, Beth Gilmore. And number 12, Martha Bennett. This Webb School went to BGA last night to open their season, and the BGA girls beat Webb School 59-36. And Krista Brown is number 6. They only have 6 girls on the squad for this Webb School out of Bell Buckle. And now, Summertown High School, number 14, Lisa Pilkington. We're going to introduce the entire squad. Number 22, Jackie Garland. Number 23, Stephanie Davenport. These are all veteran players. Number 31, Gina Skinner, another veteran post player for Coach Anita Odom. Number 33, Delana Burleson. Number 42, Star Tungett, off the 8th grade team last year as a freshman. Number 52, another veteran, Tammy Marshall. See a lot of playing time. Now the starting lineup for the Eaglettes of Summertown. Number 44, Shonda Foster. Number 35, Alicia Benefield. Number 30, Anisha Mabry getting the starting role tonight. Number 32, the point guard, Brandy McMullen. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 44, Vanessa Bailey, the leader of the Summertown Eagleette squad of Coach Anita Odom and Coach Phil Willard. This is the Granny Network, Channel 10 out of Etheridge, Channel 3 out of Lawrenceburg. Along with Brian Long, Eddie Talley, this is the voice of the Eagles, Charlie Mabry, bringing you the Summertown High basketball this year. We're entering about our 6th or 7th season with these home games of Summertown. We're about ready for the tip. Vanessa Bailey gets the tip. Ball goes over, out, picked up by Bailey. She working the back court. Ball goes over to Benefield, over into high post to Foster. Foster puts up a 5-foot turnaround. Give her to Shonda Foster, makes it 2-0. Well, bringing the ball down. Amy Brown over on the right wing to Langston. Langston cut off over in the middle of Gilmore, puts up an 8-foot jump. Give Beth Gilmore 2. 2-2, 7:25 remaining in the period. Ball stolen by number 14, Amy Brown. Brown breaks the ball in. It's picked up by McMullen. McMullen put one up, no good. Ball comes off to Webb. Webb puts the ball in play, number 54, Mary Beth Harris. Mary Beth Harris brings the ball in to Langston. Langston cut off the baseline, drops the ball. Floor mistake, give it to Summertown. 7:08, first period, 2-2. Brandy McMullen bringing the ball up. Y'all going to sit down. We got traveling. Ball comes in. Going to come into Webb. Hit the high post. Has the ball stripped by Foster. Over to McMullen. Summertown running. 4-on-5. They're going to hold it up. Ball goes into the low post to Bailey. Puts up a 2-foot jump. It'll roll off no good. Bailey up for a rebound. And it's tied up. This time it's going to Webb. Webb set to bring a ball in. Beth Gilmore going to be the trigger man. Going to bring her into Amy Brown. Brown working the back court. Summertown falls back into a man-to-man. Tammy Marshall's entered the ball game for Summertown. Brown cut off outside. Throws the ball away. It gets away from her. Summertown Foster into McMullen. McMullen working across, cut off outside, over to Benefield into the low post to Bailey. Ball gets through her hands, out of bounds, give her back to Webb. 6:17 in the period. Brown bringing the ball across. She's cut off at the 10-second line. She comes across. Summertown in a double team, man-to-man defense. Has her cut off. Bailey comes up, taps the ball out of bounds. Give her back to Webb. Trying to play. Who we're going to play her into? Langston. Langston working out front. She's cut off by McMullen. Drives on around to the key. And Brandy McMullen picks up foul number 1. Personal number 1, team number 1 with 6 minutes remaining first period. Summertown 2, Webb 2. Harris set the inbound. Who's she going to find? Who's she going to find? Langston. Ball intercepted by Foster. Foster has it tied up. Alternating possessions. Give her back to the Eaglettes. McMullen across 10-second line. She's cut off over on the low post to Bailey. Bailey puts one up. Give Vanessa 2. 4-2. 5:47 in the opening period. This first game for the Summertown High basketball Eaglettes. Brown working around the right side. She's cut off with that swarming defense. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Give her back to Webb. Beth Gilmore set the inbound. She's going to try to find somebody. Who she find? Langston. Langston cut off 30 feet out, dribbles into the key, puts one up. It's no good. Bailey goes high for a rebound. Summertown wanting to run, but it's not there. Settle her back down to McMullen. McMullen over to the 10-second line, back over on the right side, Benefield. Benefield low post to Foster, and Foster's hacked. Amy Brown picks up personal foul number 1, team foul number 1 for these Webb schools. 5:19 remaining first period. Brandy McMullen set the inbound. Who's she going to find? She's going to find Marshall coming around. No, she's not open. What's she going to do with it? Into Benefield. Picks up about an 8-foot jump. No good. Ball comes off by Bennett. Bennett leading the field down. She puts one up. No good. McMullen brings her off. Bringing her back the other way. Summertown running, but she's going to slow her down. Back over to Benefield. She drives the lane. Puts her back out to Marshall. Benefield tries about a 12-footer, and she's hacked by number 14. Amy Brown picks up personal foul number 2, team foul number 2 for Webb School. Webb School's over in the corner of Marshall and Rutherford County, over in the area of Bell Buckle. Into Marshall. Marshall puts one up. Give it to her. 6-2. 4:52 remaining first period. Amy Brown working the ball across for Webb. She dribbles right side, cut off over to Langston. Langston trying to drive the middle, puts one up. And we have a foul on Brandy McMullen. McMullen picks up foul number 2. Team foul number 2. And that'll send Meg Langston to the line to shoot 2. .440 remaining in the period. Langston. First one's up. It's good. 6-3. Summertown sporting a big new scoreboard this year. Really is an improvement over what we've had for the last few years. 6-4. It has the time, the score, the personals, team fouls, the whole works. McMullen in the low post to Foster, back out to Marshall. Marshall takes steps, shuffle them feet. Gilmore brings the ball into Brown. Amy working slowly in the backcourt, 4.5 minutes. Over to the right side, cut off about 30 feet out, in the middle to Langston. Langston has the ball fall out of her hand, picked up by Bennett, no good. Shonda Foster comes off for the ball over to McMullen. Summertown in a semi-run, they cut off, over in the low post. Bailey, give her 2. Fine feed that trip down the floor, 8-4. Summertown Eaglettes with a lead. Amy Brown cut off Just she crossed the 10-second line over on the right side of Langston. Feeds the high post to Harris. Harris puts one up. Give it to her. 8-6. McMullen quickly up the floor. Cut off 15-foot line. Back on the right side to Minifield. Feeds a low post to Bailey. Bailey banks one off the board. Give her another. Vanessa Bailey with 6 points. Summertown 10. Webb 6. 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Brown carries the ball, takes up a 15-foot jump, no good. Bailey clears the board for the Summertown girls over to McMullen. Brandy bringing the ball up the floor quickly. Seems to be their trait so far. She drug her pivot foot. Crystal Brown checks in for the Webb girls. Going to give Beth Gilmore. It's going to give Martha Bennett a little rest. They only have 6 players, so they won't have a hard time shuffling them in and out. Amy Brown working the right side over to Langston. Langston drives the middle, puts up a 5-foot jump. Give her 2 at 4 for Langston. 10-8, 3-minute mark, first period. McMullen over on the right wing to Marshall. Marshall back over to McMullen, head of the post, in the low post. Bailey's owning the paint so far in this first quarter, 12-8. Vanessa has 8 of the 12 points. Brown working the right side over in the corner to Langston. Langston drives the middle again over on the high post to Harris. Puts one up, no good. Ball comes off. Shonda Foster brings her out over to McMullen. They're getting the ball up quickly into the low post again. This time back over to Minifield. Lays one up and in. A fine touch pass by Vanessa Bailey over to Alicia Benefield for a touch pass. 14-8. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left in the period. Brown tries to feed the high post. Ball's kicked around. Who are we going to give it to? We're going to give her to Webb. With timeout on the floor, Summertown 14, Webb 8. What can Fox Sporting Goods do for you? Well, we silk screen jackets, caps, and t-shirts. We have computer programming service. We have trophies and plaques. And we also have in-house lettering available. So if you have a problem finding large or small sizes in your sporting goods, in your shoes, or any of your other sporting good needs, come to Fox Sporting Goods or call Ronald at 766-0313. If it's baseball, basketball, football, soccer, or any sporting item or uniform, it can be found at Fox Sporting Goods. Fox supplies the uniforms and equipment for the Summertown State Champion baseball team just this past year. So for any sporting good needs, come by Fox Sporting Goods, 711 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg, or call Ronald Fox at 766-0313. 2:05 left in the opening period. Summertown jumped out to a 14-8 lead. It looks like the low post is where it is tonight. Vanessa Bailey is owning the paint so far. Webb don't have a girl big enough to guard her. Ball comes in, smacked back out by Bailey. Last night, this Webb school went into BGA, which is a powerhouse, and BGA beat them 59-36. I can understand why with the powerhouse BGA has. Brown working outside, back on the low post in Langston. She works the middle, puts up about a 5-footer, no shot. She's hacked on the arm by Alicia Benefield. Foul number 1 by Benefield, team foul number 3. Gilmore set to put it in, puts her in. We have a foul on Shonda Foster on the inbound pass. Shonda's foul number 1, team foul number 4. Gilmore set to inbound. Who's she going to find? Underneath. Puts one up. No good. And we have a foul on Amy Brown. That's foul number 3 on their little ball handler, and team foul number 3. So they could be in foul trouble, Eddie, before this night's over. There's 3 on their ball handler already. McMullen brings the ball over slowly. Sets up the head of the circle over to Bailey. Worked out 25 feet out. She throws the ball away. Intercepted by Brown. She's leading the pack. Lays one up. Amy records points number 1 and 2. 14-10, minute and a half. I don't know what Bailey was doing out there, but she's out there again, and she misses another pass. She needs to be under the basket where she was to start with. Floor mistake. Give her to Webb. Amy Brown working the backcourt. She works the right side consistently. Who's she going to find? Over to Langston. Langston puts up a 10-foot jump. No good. Benefield clears the board for Summertown. They get the ball up the floor quickly. She's going to find a low post to Foster. Foster puts up a little jump shot. Shonda has 4. Some of these Summertown girls look like they've really matured this year. They've grown some. They've been working the weights. It shows. Into Langston. Langston puts up a 2-foot jump. In, out, no good. Bailey brings the ball off for Summertown. That ball went all the way down in the basket and wheeled back out. 49 seconds. Ball in the low post to Foster. Puts one up. And she's fouled by Crystal Brown. Crystal picks up foul number 1. Team foul number 4. That's going to bring Mary Beth Harris back into the ball game. Going to take Amy Brown out. Not going to take a chance on her getting her 4th personal foul. Shonda Foster goes to the line for the Summertown girls to shoot 2. No good. Foster's second shot's up. It rolls, bounces. Give it to her. 5 points for Shonda. 17-10. 46 seconds. McMullen tried to make a steal. Tipped the ball back out of bounds. Full court press. Who we going to get her into? Brown, Crystal Brown brings the ball across. Who she had out front. Intercepted by Bailey over in the corner. Back over to Benefield. Working her across the 10-second line. 35 seconds. Remaining quarter number 1. All the way to the baseline. Back out to McMullen. 20-foot set. It's no good. Ball comes off the board by Harris. Langston working the ball. 22 seconds. Cut off. Back on the right side. Brown. Crystal Brown puts one up. No good. Ball's tipped out of bounds. And Brandy McMullen picks up personal foul number 3. Team foul number 5. I have 5 team fouls. Official score only has 5. Let's go and bring Jackie Garland into the ball game for the Summertown girls. Webb set to inbound, 16 seconds. Crystal Brown bringing her in. Who's she going to bring her into? Ball's intercepted by Garland. Garland brings her in, length of the floor, lays one up. It's no good. Bailey brings the ball off, no good. Bailey again puts her up, no good. Ball comes off to Meg Langston, and she's fouled with 4 seconds to go by Shonda Foster. That's personal foul number 2 on Foster. Webb set the inbound with 4 seconds. Who's she going to find? She's going to back over to Gilmore as his first quarter comes in. Summertown 17, Webb 10. D&D Grocery and Center, David and Diane Bailey is your one-stop shopping center. We're open at 5:30 each day. We have a full-line snack bar. We have pizza, old-fashioned hamburgers, and all kind of a snack bar. We're your headquarters for hunting and fishing license. We're a deer checking station. D&D has a full line of pipe fittings, nuts, and bolts. Anything you need in the center community can be got in D&D Grocery. We're getting ready to start the second quarter. We got Marshall, Gina Skinner coming in, Alicia Benefield, Jackie Garland, and Vanessa Bailey. Look like Coach Odom and Willard are going to use several players tonight. They have several veterans. They in the low post to Bailey. Puts one up. Give her 2 more. Vanessa has 10 on the night so far, 19-10. Meg Langston working the front court for the Webb girls all the way through. Puts up about an 8-footer, blocked by Skinner. Picked up by Crystal Brown. What's she do? She fumbles it over into Bailey's hands. Alicia Benefield working the left side. Comes across 25-footer in the corner to Garland. Back out Benefield. We got Bailey playing out on the high post. Out on the point, that is. 25-foot, Skinner over the middle. Marshall puts up a 20-foot set. Give her 3. Tammy Marshall records point number 5, 22-10. Well, working the ball across the 10-second line. We have a moving pick on number 54, Mary Beth Harris. She was moving as she went. That's team foul number 5, personal foul number 1 on Mary Beth. 7 minutes, first half, 22-10. We got Alicia Benefield working the point now for the Summertown girls. Gina Skinner steps out on the left wing. Back over to Bailey. Back Benefield right wing. High post Skinner makes a move. No good. Marshall 20 feet out. Give her 3 more. Tammy Marshall's hit consecutive 3-point baskets. She has 8. 25-10. 6.5 minutes remain in the opening half. Langston brings the ball across. She's cut off. Who does she find? Goes one up, and Crystal Brown scores her first 2 points, 25-12. Summertown Benefield quickly up over to Marshall, tries to feed the low post. It rolls around, picked up by Skinner. Back over to Marshall. Alicia Benefield, a 20-footer. It's no good. The ball's tipped out by Benefield over to Skinner. No good. Ball comes off the board. We're going to give her to Webb. Amy Brown's reporting back in for the Webb Schools. She has 3 personal fouls. She's their ball handler. Like we said in the opening, they only have 6 squad members, so they can't afford many fouls. Brown cut off the free throw line, throws the ball over to Langston. She drives, puts one up. Give it to her, and we're going to have a foul on Alicia Benefield. Foul number 2 on Benefield. Basket good. So Langston records point number 6. 25-14, 5:52 period. Meg Langston goes to the line to complete the 3-point play, and she does. She has 7 points, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Summertown quickly up. Alicia Benefield over to Bailey. Bailey working out front to Garland on the right left wing. Bailey in the high post to Marshall. What's she going to do with it? Over to Garland. 3 seconds. We had 3 girls standing in the 3-second line. Amy Brown working the right side. She works the right side all night. Over to Gilmore. Gilmore come back to the right side. Their whole structure seems to go to the right side. She's cut off. Back over to Harris. Harris has the ball intercepted by Benefield. Drives the length of the floor. Lays one up. It's in, and she's fouled. Mary Beth Harris picks up personal foul number 2. And the basket's good. Alicia Benefield record point number 4. Timeout on the floor. 5:17 remaining second period. 27-15. 5:17 remaining second period. Summertown has built a 12-point lead. Both teams are in the bonus situation. Alicia Benefield going to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. I kind of doubt this one will count if it goes. Yeah, they're going to give it to her. They had movement all over the free throw line, but they gave it to her anyway. 28-15. Brown brings the ball across, cut off on the right side over to Langston. Langston driving the baseline. Skinner had her covered up and steal the ball. Foster comes out with it. Over to Benefield, coming down the right side, hard all the way to the baseline. Got Bailey back in the low post. Over to Marshall, 15-foot jump, in, out, no good. Ball comes off to Langston. Working the right side, she hacked on the arm by Tammy Marshall. Tammy picks up personal foul number 1, team foul number 8. That's going to send Meg Langston to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Summertown girls seem to be a little disorganized with this unit they've got in there and that now. I don't know where it's by plan or where it's real. Langston to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. It's good. She's 4 of 4 from the line with 8 points. 28-16. Second one's up. It's also good. That's 9 points for Meg Langston. Now there's 17. Summertown quickly. Benefield up the right side over high post to Bailey. Bailey puts up a 5-foot jump. Give it to her. 12 points for Vanessa Bailey. It's 30-17. Bailey has 12. Marshall 8. Foster 5. And Benefield 5 for the Summertown girls. Ball goes in the right side. Throw it away. Give her back to Summertown. Alicia Benefield working the ball about 30 feet out. She's cut off over on the right side into the low post to Bailey. Bailey puts one up. No good. She's controlling the paint, doing about what she wants to in there tonight. Don't have much competition, but that one didn't fall. Halfway through the second quarter, it's 30-17 on the right side. Brown. She's come to the right side every trip down the floor to Langston. That's the two guns on this team. They were last night over BGA. Ball goes into Martha Bennett. Bennett puts up a 2-foot turnaround. 30-19. Benefield bringing the ball back up, cut off the free throw line over to Marshall. Takes an 18-foot set. It bounces high. No good. Ball comes off. Who are we going to give it to her? We're going to give her to Webb. Beth Gilmore, along with Amy Brown, are the guards for this Webb school. They work down the right side, cut off about the 15-foot long, drives the middle, puts one up. It's good. Amy Brown picks up point number 3 and 4. Cut the lead to 9, 30-21 with 3:14. Right wing to Skinner. Back on the high post, back over to Marshall, and then the low post to Bailey. What's she going to do with it? Puts one up. Traveling, I guess. 3 seconds. Looked like she was in there a mighty long time. Another floor mistake. BGA beat these Webb girls 59-36 last night up in Franklin. Ball goes on the left side of Langston. She's driving the baseline this time. Ball blocked by Skinner. Wrapped her right around her head. Come back down. Benefield running the left side. Come across the 10-second line. Over to Skinner. Puts up an 18-foot jump. It's no good. Bailey brings the ball off the floor. Tries to feed Foster. It's intercepted by Harris. Webb on the run again. Amy Brown settles her back down about 30 feet out. 2:25 in the quarter. Can't find anybody over on the right side to Langston. And the ball goes out of bounds down the steps into the dressing room. Brandy McMullen coming back in for the Summertown girls. Going to give Alicia Benefield a little rest. McMullen picked up 3 quick fouls at the start of this first quarter. Back over to Foster. Timeout on the floor. 2 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Summertown 30, Webb 21. Marshall's Grocery is located on Highway 43 in Etheridge. We're in our brand new spacious building. We have full service gas, kerosene, a full range of groceries, gifts, and a game room, and a large variety of goods and feed. We offer movies. We have the best homemade sandwiches in town. We're open 6 days a week. And come by and see us since we moved into our new building. It's much larger and much better with a bigger variety. Come by and let Tommy and Joyce Marshall know if you enjoy the Summertown High School basketball games on the Granny Network. So we still have 2 minutes, 11 seconds. These Webb girls are giving Summertown a run for the money. Summertown has a chance to put them away, but they hadn't taken advantage of it as yet. Summertown's inside game has been real strong tonight with Bailey and Skinner and Foster. Foster's really come around. Benefield working the point over on the right wing to Marshall. Marshall into the low post. Ball batting around. We're going to give her to Summertown. Trying to hit Foster on the low. Bailey on the low post. They triple team. Webb's gone into a zone defense, trying to keep that ball out of the middle. Who we're going to find? Foster puts up a 2-foot jump. Give her to her. Shonda Foster with 7 points in the first half. 32-21, just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Brown working the right side, cut off over to Langston on about 25 feet out. She drives the middle. She's cut off by Skinner. Back out front to Harris. Puts one up. Ball batted around. We're going to give her the blue. Knocked out by Bailey. Mary Beth Harris set the inbound. Who's she going to find? Trying to find Brown. Brown has the ball tipped out. Benefield. Give her back to Webb. Harris, trigger man. Who's she find? Over on the right wing. Back over to Bennett. Got poked in the eye. Vanessa Bailey accidentally poked her in the eye. We're going to give the ball back to Webb. They can't afford to lose a player. They've only got 6 on the squad. Let's go and bring Crystal Brown back in. We're about ready to play. Webb going to bring the ball in. Bring her into Langston on the right side. She's cut off at the sideline. Who's she going to find? Gilmore puts one up. No good. Ball comes off to Brown. Crystal Brown puts one up. Traveling. Took too many steps. She's not hardly as tall as these big Summertown girls. 32-21, minute and a half. First half. Alicia Benefield working over on the left wing to Skinner. 30 feet out. Low post to Foster. Shonda drops one out of bounds. Brown, she's going to work the left side. No, she's going back to the right side. She faked the left. 1:07 the period. She cut off out there by Benefield. 1, 2, 3. Ball stolen by Marshall. Kicked around. We're going to give her back to Summertown. Summertown playing aggressive defense this entire first half tonight. Alicia Benefield working the point. Goes over to Skinner. Skinner 20 feet out, trying to find somebody. Finds Marshall. Back on the low post to Foster. Back out. Bailey's caught in the free throw lane again. That's about the third time we've been caught in there in this first half. 48 seconds. Brown going to calmly bring the ball across. Benefield meeting her at half court. Forces her to that right sideline. She's trying to go down the sideline. Cut off 30 feet out. Double team by Foster. Marshall, who we got a foul on? 35 seconds. We got a foul on Alicia Benefield, number 3. That'll send Amy Brown to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Webb girls. Amy has 4 points of their 21. She hasn't been to the free throw line as yet. Webb is 5 for 5 from the line, make it 5 of 6. Ball comes off Foster. Bring the ball off Benefield. 30 seconds. Working out front to Marshall on the right wing. Who's she going to find? Back over to Skinner. Benefield working her left side. Back over to Marshall out the head of the circle. Low post to Foster. Puts one up. Gives Shonda 2 more. It's 9 on tonight for Shonda Foster. Well, bringing the ball in. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. What she cut off. Ball goes out. Picked up. 3.6 seconds. Give the ball back to Webb School. Jackie Garland set the inbound. She's coming into the ball game. Going to give Alicia Benefield. Not going to take a chance on her picking up her 4th personal foul. Ball going to come in to Langston. Puts up a 35-footer. Give her 3. As the first half comes to an end, Summertown 34, Webb 24. Scoring rundown for the first half. Webb School has 24 points. Meg Langston has 3, 6, 8, 10, 11 points. Amy Brown 4, Mary Beth Harris 2, Beth Gilmore 2, Martha Bennett 2, Crystal Brown 2 for their 24. Summertown with 34 points. Tammy Marshall has 8. She hit 2 big 3-pointers. Shonda Foster 9. she's really been working on these boards tonight. Alicia Benefield 5. Summertown led the first half, but Vanessa Bailey with 12 points. Most of them coming early from a low post position. 34-24. Summertown has eked out a 10-point lead the first half. As we commented, as we came on the air, Coach Anita Odom this year has an assistant. Coach Phil Willard came from the Wayne County school system. He was up here a few years ago and had to go back to the Wayne County system, but he's back and he's assisting Coach Odom, and Coach McBee this year is going to be a big asset to the program at Summertown. We also have Stan Curtis assisting with the programs this year. These are two big additions to our program. They're going to be a big asset to the Summertown High School basketball program for the year is at. Had a junior high team the other night, and how many players did we have on the junior high team the other night? Had 38 players on the junior high, and tonight we come in for the B team, and we had 22 players, so this is about 60 people before we ever get to the varsity, so we're looking for big things to happen in Summertown High School basketball this year and years to come. We're almost set to begin the third quarter. I noticed the Summertown High baseball coach of the state champions, Ricky Haddock, is our clock man again this year. This is his second or third year of running the scoreboard and the clock for these Summertown basketball games. Webb School going to be inbounding for the start of the second half. Coach Odom's upset about something. She's been to the scoring table, but I don't have any idea what, so she's going to send Bailey, Marshall, Foster, Garland, and Skinner out to start the second half. They just barely get on the floor. Webb brings the ball up. Brown working the right side, back over the left side to Gilmore. Will go all the way around, all the way to the baseline. Comes in to the side to paint, puts one up. It's stolen by Bailey. Bailey bringing the ball up for Summertown girls over to Tammy Marshall. Down the right side, she's going to find Jackie Garland. Webb's in a zone defense in the middle, back over to Garland. On the high post to Bailey, puts up a 12-foot turnaround. It's no good. Ball comes up to Webb, and Vanessa Bailey picks up personal foul number 1. Team foul number 1 for these Summertown girls. Beth Gilmore set the inbound over to Amy Brown. Webb on the run. Made it half court. She gets the ball over to Harris. Harris cut off about 30 feet out. She tries to feed the low post, picked off by Bailey. Over to Marshall. Summertown quickly up front court. She on the right side. High post to Foster. Back over to Garland on the right wing. Puts one up. No good. Gina Skinner clears for Summertown. 30 feet out. Back over to Garland. Hits a low post to Foster. Puts up an 8-foot turnaround. Shonda, point number 11. 36-24. That's the first points of the second half with 6 minutes, 48 seconds remaining third period. Jackie Garland body checking. Can't do that hand checking. High school basketball. Right in front of the official, so he had to call it. That's personal foul number 1 on her. Team foul number 2. Ball stolen by Marshall. She gonna run 3-on-1. Who's she gonna? And the one wins out. She tried to feed Garland on the right side. And the ball's kicked out of bounds back to Summertown. Gina Skinner into who? Over Foster. Foster over to Marshall. Back in the corner to Foster. Back in the low post to Bailey. Puts one up. It's no good. We got a foul on number 54, Mary Beth Harris. That's Mary Beth's third personal foul. That's going to give Summertown the ball underneath their own basket. Team foul number 1, personal foul number 3. Skinner brings the ball into Marshall, back to Skinner. She's going to put up about a 2-foot set. Gino picks up her first 2 points of the night. Brown working the right side. She's going to go all the way down. She's cut off. Feeds Bennett puts one up, no good. Ball taken off the board by Harris, no good. Bailey brings the ball off for Summertown with yet another rebound. Into Foster, making a move, puts one up, no good. Ball comes off. Bailey picks her up 30 feet out, tries to make a pass. It's kicked back into Summertown. Krista Brown back into the ball game for the Webb School girls. 5:59 remaining third period, 38-24. 4-0 this quarter. Ball goes in the right wing to Garland over on the low post. Back out to Skinner out front to Marshall. 20 feet out, puts up a set, no good. Skinner brings the ball off for the Summertown girls over on the right wing to Garland. She puts up a 20-foot set, in and out, no good. Bailey is on their back for personal foul number 2. Personal foul number 2, team foul number 3 on these Summertown girls in this third period. Brown bringing the ball across, picked up by Garland. And foul by Garland. Team foul number 4, personal number 2. Webb set the inbound. Summertown into a tight man-to-man. Ball comes into Langston. She drives to the baseline. Double team. Back outside to Gilmore. She's cut off. Back over to Langston. Drives one in. Puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Traveling. Tammy Marshall working the point for the Summertown girls. Over to Garland on the right wing. What's she going to do with it? She finds Skinner 25 feet out. Over on the left side of Marshall. Low post to Foster. 10-foot turnaround. Shonda has 13. Full court press. Ball comes across Gilmore. She's cut off. Stolen by Bailey. Bailey trying to run. She's got Garland out ahead of her. Puts up a 2-foot jump. Jackie's first 2 of the night. 42-24. With timeout on the floor, 4 minutes, 41 seconds, 42-24. Bypass Pools in Columbia at 1803 Carmack Boulevard and Bypass Pools number 2 at 221 West Commerce Street in Lewisburg are proud to bring you Summertown High School basketball. Travis and Shirley Roden offer a full line swimming pool needs. We design, install, and provide a full range of upkeep and service for your pool. We have above the ground, in ground, or fiberglass pools, and we invite residential as well as commercial customers. We offer free estimates and planning, and we'll test your water also free of charge. We sell chemicals and supplies. So for any swimming pool need, call 359-1338 in Lewisburg or 381-5101 in Columbia. We're open 6 days a week. That's Bypass Pools in Columbia and Lewisburg. Webb set the inbound. Beth Gilmore into Amy Brown. Made it to half court by Garland. She's hand checking again. She gets away this time, and she throws the ball away. That's a tight pressure defense. Summertown's meeting them at half court, double teaming the ball. Marshall working down, come down the right side, puts up a 10-foot jump, no good. Skinner brings the ball off real good, and she's fouled by number 22. Meg Langston picks up personal foul number 1. That's team foul number 2 for these Webb girls. Skinner set the inbound. Who's she going to find? Marshall on the left wing, right back into Skinner, puts one up. Gina has 4. 44-24. Summertown opened up a 20-point lead. Webb hadn't scored the second half. Ball comes across Gilmore. She's cut off over to Langston. Cut off, tries to feed the low post. Bailey intercepts. She's leading the game. 2 on none. Bailey puts one up. 13 and 14, her first two of the half. 46-24. Garland steals the ball, picked up by Skinner. Summertown slowing her down this time. Back to Marshall, bring her across. On the low post to Bailey, puts one up. Give it to her. Great pass that trip down the floor. And Webb calls timeout. 3:28 remaining third period. Summertown 48, Webb 24. Summertown employing a full court press. Ball comes into Brown, back over Gilmore. We done left Harris all alone, but we get her, no good. And we got a foul on Tammy Marshall. That's foul number 2 on Tammy. 4th team foul. Ball comes into Webb. Come back over to Crystal Brown. She's cut off 25 feet out by Bailey. What's she gonna do? She's still cut off, double team. Throws the ball away, picked up by Garland. She's ahead of the field. She's gonna lay one up and in. Jackie Garland has 4. 50-24, 3 minutes, third period. Webb School still hadn't scored in the second half. Langston bringing the ball over to right side. She cut off about 20 feet out, trying to feed the high post into Crystal Brown. She's double teamed 30 feet out, back over to Brown. Brown puts up a 15-footer, no good. Jenna Skinner clears the board for Summertown. We're going to slow her down with 2.5 minutes to go. In the low post, Foster puts up an 8-foot turnaround, no good. Crystal Brown brings the ball off for the Webb School. She's cut off in back court by Marshall. Ball batted around. We're going to give her back to Webb. It's going to bring Lisa Pilkington into the ball game for Jackie Garland. Webb set to end Brown, 2:21 to quarter. Back over to Gilmore, working the right side. She goes all the way to the baseline, puts up an 8-foot jump, no good. Shonda Foster clears the board for the Eaglettes over to Tammy Marshall. Dina Skinner, 20 feet out. What's she gonna do? Where's she going? Back over on the right side to Marshall, too high, she couldn't control. Throw mistake, minute 57. Playing the third period, 50-24. Brown coming down the right side, cut off by Foster. She throws the ball out of bounds. Give her to Summertown. Minute 45. Marshall going to run play number 2. She's 30 feet out over to Skinner. Pilkington working the right side to Marshall. Drives in. She stops. Back over to Skinner. Looks like we're going to take a little bit off. High post to Foster. Back to Pilkington. Takes a 20-foot set. No good. Foster goes high for the rebound. No good. Ball comes off to Bailey. Tipped it off of Brown. We're going to give her back to Summertown. Gina Skinner into Pilkington, puts up an 18-foot set. Give her 2. 52-24, minute 20. Brown brings the ball down. Summertown still into a man-to-man defense. We got Pilkington on Brown, puts up a 15-foot jump, no good. Ball comes off to Shonda Foster. The Summertown girls are clearing the boards tonight. They have a big advantage in height and size. Marshall cut off, puts back out to Foster on the right wing to Pilkington. Another 18-foot set. Back to back. 54-24. Martha Bennett back in for these Webb girls. Back into Brown. Summertown in a soft press with 48 seconds. Ball comes back into Bennett. She's cut off. Ball batted around. She picked her up, got her feet up off the floor, Give her back to Summertown. This Webb school went to BGA last night up in Franklin, and BGA beat them 59-36. Ball comes into Bailey on the low post, puts one up, give it to her. It's 18 points for Vanessa Bailey. A dozen of those came early in the first quarter. We got a half a minute remaining third period. Langston drives all the way to the baseline, puts one up, no good. Which way is it going? We're going to give her the blue with 18 seconds. 18 seconds remaining third period. Webb still hasn't raised a point in this third quarter. Summertown's wore them down. Ball comes into Harris, puts one up, bouncing, give it to Mary Beth Harris, reports point number 2, 4 for her. Left wing Skinner, looking for somebody, 4-3, Marshall, 20 feet out, no good. Skinner brings her off, it's no good. Third quarter comes in, Summertown 56, Webb 26. Scott's Grocery, George and Kim offer a full line of everyday groceries. We have BP brand gas, cigarettes, and tobacco. We make sandwiches of all kinds. We specialize in pizza, and we'll make pizza in any variety of combinations. You can call ahead or order while you wait. That's Scott's Grocery at 964-2306, located on Highway 20 in Summertown. Well, the fourth quarter is getting underway. Summertown took complete command in the third quarter, outscoring Webb School 22-2 in the third quarter. We got 8 minutes left in our opening game. It's like going to be a victory for Summertown tonight. And the second defeat for the Webb School. Over to McMullen back in the ball game. She feeds Foster on the low post. She takes steps. Summertown brought the starting lineup back in. Gil McMullen picked up 3 quick personal fouls. Didn't get to play any in the third period. Brown brings the ball across over on the left side to Gilmore. She tries to feed Brown. It goes over to Langston, 30 feet out, driving the baseline. She's going all the way through. Back over to Bennett, puts one up, no good. Ball comes off. Anisha Mabry in there for the Summertown girls. McMullen working quickly. Over to Benefield, over her head, out of bounds. Give her back to Webb. 7:18, fourth period, 56-26. We got Brandy McMullen, Anisha Mabry, Shonda Foster, Alicia Benefield, Tammy Marshall in for the Summertown girls. Over on the right wing to Langston. She's double teamed. Ball bounced off her foot. Give her back to the Eaglettes. McMullen really pushes the ball up the floor. It's something we like to see here at Summertown. We like to have her pushed up the floor. Into Foster, in the low post, puts one up, and she's slapped by number 22, Meg Langston, for personal foul number 2. That'll send Shonda Foster to the line to shoot 2. Shonda has 13 points on the night thus far. She took over in the second quarter. First one's no good. Shonda has missed 2 free throws. Second one rolls, good. 14 points for Shonda. 6:58, 57-26. Brown worked that right side all night. This is no exception. Over to Langston, puts up a 25-footer, no good. McMullen skies for the rebound. She's running over Benefield. Ball slips. She's going to bring her back out to Marshall. Back over to Benefield, into the low post to Foster. Puts one up. Give her 2 more. That's 16 for Shonda. Shonda has 16, Vanessa Bailey 18. Back down the right side, Foster anticipating the pass, picks her off over to McMullen. 6:15, 59-26. Ball into Benefield, puts one up, and she's fouled by number 12, Martha Bennett. Personal foul number 1 on Martha. That'll send Summertown to the line to shoot 2. Alicia Benefield, line to shoot 2. She has 5 thus far on the night. 1 for 1 from the free throw line, make that 2 for 2. And Alicia records point number 7. 61-26, 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. I hesitate to say the ball game because you never know what happens. Ball over on the right side of Langston. She's double teamed. Back in the low post to Brown. Puts one up, no good. Foster brings the ball off the board, and Amy Brown picks up personal foul number 4. Anisha Mabry into Brandy McMullen. Brandy has a circle over on the left wing to Marshall. Low post to Foster. She pivots, puts up 2 more. These post girls are hot tonight. Bailey and Foster has 18 apiece. Ball goes over to Harris. Back on the right wing to Langston. She's double teamed. Has the ball stolen by Marshall. Back over to Benefield. Summertown running. Foster's out front. Benefield tried to find Foster, and she double dribble. And that's going to bring Delana Burleson off the bench to give Shonda Foster a rest. Has 18 big points tonight in a fine basketball game, and probably has double figures rebounds also. Brown working the right side into the high post, picked up by Harris, puts one up, no good. Ball comes off to Burleson. And we've got an injured player, Martha Bennett. Looked like she might have sprained an ankle for the Webb girls. Summertown set to inbound to length of the floor. Mabry over to McMullen. They don't look like they're going to take a little time off the clock now. Over on the left wing to Marshall, back into Burleson. Back over to McMullen, takes a 15-foot set. Looked like I was wrong there. Brandy McMullen scores her first 2 of the night. 4.5 minutes. Brown working at the right side. She's worked the right side the entire ball game. Ball goes in corner by Langston, and she's tied up by Marshall. This time we're going to give her to Webb. Alternating possession. Ball comes in. Gilmore taking off of Burleson. Another big, tall girl. Ball goes over to McMullen. Marshall 25 feet out. Benefield takes a 20-foot set. It's no good. Mabry brings the ball off the board. No good. Burleson brings her off. Give Delana point number 1 and 2. Delana Burleson's a big girl, 5'10". Summertown has some big girls. Delana Burleson, 5'10". Anisha Mabry, 5'9". Vanessa Bailey, 5'9". Gina Skinner, 5'11". Shonda Foster, 5'7". Randy McMullen, the point guard, 5'7". They bring a big man. McMullen, 25-footer, no good. Taken off by Benefield. She's going to work the right side. She's going to find a low post to Mabry. Mabry up and down. She took too many steps. Three minutes, 46 seconds and counting. 67-26. Brown coming down. She's worked the right side the entire night. This is no exception. Over to Langston. Double teamed over in the corner. Throws the ball away. Picked off by Burleson. McMullen, Summertown in a control run. And timeout on the floor. 3:25 remaining, fourth period, 67-26. Community Bank and Trust, the Summertown branch, would like to take this opportunity to let the people of Lawrence County know that we appreciate our customers. The Community Bank and Trust offers a complete line of banking service with competitive rates of interest on all money market and certificate of account deposit accounts, as well as low interest rates on all types of loans. We invite you, the people of Lawrence County, to visit any of our 3 convenient locations, downtown, North Locust and Lawrenceburg, and the Summertown branch, to discuss any of your financial needs with our friendly personnel. So for personalized service, come see the friendly folks at Community Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Well, we're going into the final 3.5 minutes of this opening night at Summertown High School, and if this is any indication, looks like we may be going to have a good night. Our B team walked away with a victory. This is 2 for 2. Ball comes in the high post to Mabry, and she's caught in the 3-second lane. We're going to give her back to Webb. Amy Brown's been the point guard all night. She's worked hard bringing the ball up. She takes about a 15-footer, blocked by Burleson, picked up by Stephanie Davenport. She goes in, and she's fouled. Foul by number 24, Beth Gilmore. That's her first personal foul. We have Stephanie Davenport, Star Tungate into the ball game. Tammy Marshall, Anisha Mabry, and Delana Burleson. Stephanie Davenport. First one's up. It's no good. The little left-hander. I believe Stephanie, the freshman, second one's no good also. Stephanie, Star, Delana are all freshmen. Anisha Mabry's a sophomore. Getting to see action on the first night here this year. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game, 67-26. Brown working the right side over to Langston. Langston's fouled by Stephanie Davenport. Brown out of 13 minutes and 8 seconds. Webb has scored 2 points this second half. Webb brings the ball in, but they're doing the same thing every time down the floor, and Summertown knows what's going on. All they got to do is double team on the low post, cut them off the baseline, and they've got them. Webb bringing the ball in. What are we going to get? Into Brown. Brown puts one up. No good. Tammy Marshall brings her off. Summertown girls working all the way down. Who's she find in the low post? Mabry. Mabry tries to put one up. No good. Over to Burleson. Back to Marshall. Stephanie Davenport puts one up. No good. The ball batted around. Picked up by Davenport, but she's out of bounds. Two minutes, 20 seconds and counting. Brown works the baseline, goes back outside to Harris. Harris over Gilmore, cut off at the baseline, back out front to Meg. Meg puts one up, no good. Harris brings the ball up, and she's fouled. Star Tungate picks up foul, personal foul number 1. That's going to send Webb School into the bonus with 2:03 remaining fourth period. Mary Beth Harris has 4 points. Going to the line for the first time. It's up. It's no good. Anisha Mabry brings the ball off. Back over to Marshall. Under 2 minutes. Right side to Tungate. Tungate into Mabry on the low post. She makes a move, puts up an 8-footer. It's no good. Ball comes off. Who are we going to give it to her? We're going to give her the blue. We have a large crowd assembled here. They're all Summertown crowd. Summertown has filled both sides of the gym tonight. Webb brought very few people with them. Across the 10-second line over to Brown. She drives the free throw line, cut off over to Bennett, And Bennett's foul by Nisha Mabry. Personal foul number 1. That's going to send Martha Bennett to the line to shoot the 1-1. Martha has 2. Make that 3. First point of the quarter for the Webb School, 67-27. Only the third point of the second half. Second one's up. It's no good. She's across the line. Marshall bringing the ball over to Tungate. 12-foot set, no good. Minute 25. Ball taken off by Webb. Meg Langston puts up a 30-footer. It's no good. Star Tungate brings the ball off for the Summertown girls. Over to Tammy Marshall. Summertown on the move. Minute 11. Marshall tries to feed Mabry. Back over Davenport. Out of bounds. Give her back to Webb. 103, 67-27. We're under a minute at Summertown High School Gym. This is the Granny Network. Channel 10 out of Etheridge, Channel 3 out of Lawrenceburg, bringing you Summertown High School basketball. And Delana Burleson picks up personal foul number 1. If you'd like to be a sponsor of Summertown High School basketball, just give us a call. Charlie Mabry, 964-3324. Eddie Talley, 964-2421. And we'll be glad to accommodate you. Langston, point number 13, 67-28. Point number 14. It's only 2 points, or only 2 points of this second half. 44 seconds. Into the high post of Mabry, back over on the wing. Ball goes up, off of Burleson. Give her back to Webb, 37 seconds. Amy Brown drives down the middle, puts up a 10-foot jump. Give her 2 more. 16 with 20 seconds, 67-31. Tammy Marshall working 25 feet out. Star Tungate on the left side, back over to Marshall. On the low post, Burleson, back Tungate. Who's she going to do? Back over to Marshall to Tungate. Puts up an 18-footer. Give Star her first 2 high school points. 3, 2, 1, and the ball game comes in. Summertown 69, Webb 31. Your scoring rundown for Webb School has 31 points. Meg Langston has 16. Amy Brown 4. Mary Beth Harris 4. Beth Gilmore 2. Martha Bennett 3. And Crystal Brown 2. Summertown scoring: Star Tungate 2. Delana Burleson 2. Brandy McMullen 2. Tammy Marshall 8. Gina Skinner 4. Lisa Pilkington 4. Jackie Garland 4. Alicia Benefield 7. And Summertown was led by Shonda Foster with 18 and Vanessa Bailey with 18. Summertown 69, Webb School 31. Well, Coach Nita Odom, we started the year off this year with a good win, and your girls looked pretty good at times tonight, didn't they?
Yes, sir, they surely did. I was really proud of them. It's always good to start the year off with a win, and we were fortunate to do that this time. We've really been working hard this summer and since the school year started also, but we've got a long ways to go. But we are fortunate to have older players, an older team this year, and you know, a little bit of experience on our side.
Well, I've noticed you girls have grown quite a bit. It looks like you've been working on the weights pretty good, and it shows up with the inside play. You've got some big old girls there this year. Yeah,
we have been working on the weights off and on all summer, and trying to maintain that throughout the year. You got to stay strong in order to get up and down the floor and maintain that physical strength that you need throughout the year and throughout each game.
I know she pushed the ball up the floor rather quickly the entire ball game, and that looked good and being in control the whole way.
We did a lot better controlling the ball and making the team play our game this time. Something we are trying to work on is taking more time passing the ball, making good passes to that one good shot.
And we can't let this go by. You've got something this year that you're not used to having. You got an assistant coach.
That's right, and it is a wonderful experience to have him with me. Coach McBee has used him also, and he's an asset to our girls program. I told him the other day I feel like I'm overworking him, but he really is an asset to our program. I've got him working a lot on our defense and offense both, and that has made a tremendous change in our girls' game.
We're talking about Coach Phil Willard that's come back to Summertown High School. He was here a few years ago and stayed a year or so and went over to the Wayne County system, and we're glad to have him back, though, aren't we?
We surely are, and we're looking for big things this year in our girls program.
Well, you've got 4 games in about, 7, 8 nights, and look like you're going to start the season off in the battle, so maybe it'll help you in the long run.
We hope it's a battle that never ends, and to make us stronger as we go through the year and to be ready for those tournaments at the end of the season.
Well, Coach Odom, good to see you, and we'll be seeing you next week.
Thank you very much.